Yeah, just in case I can. Okay.
It's preparing. You know, it take a little minute. I probably should start this like at 7:55.
All right.
Hey. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Good morning,
morning.
everybody. Hello,
Just double
hello,
check.
everyone, and good morning, everyone.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to our
Good morning.
tips and teas. Welcome to our tips and tea Tuesday. Hope everyone is having an amazing morning this morning and got to work safely if you already at work and things of that nature.
Can you
Let me
see us live?
introduce, huh?
Not yet.
Oh, it's still not up yet.
Yeah, it's like a little delay. Can y'all check your pages to see if it's live?
Yeah, that's what I was on earlier. I mean, just a few minutes ago. That's why I was going. Let's see. No, I don't see anything on the page.
See it now?
No, I don't see it yet.
Hold
Maybe it's
on.
just a little bit of a delay. Like I can see where you tagged us in the post.
We live, y'all.
We are.
We've been live. We're live. I'm on Chantella's page. We're there. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Good
yes,
morning.
yes.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Just give it a couple minutes, let people log in.
Yes. And it does have a delay to it.
Yeah, just a slight. Let me.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna wait for everybody. Like some people to log on.
Yeah, I would say just give it 2 more minutes and then we can get started.
Gotcha.
Is they ready? Is they ready? They ready to learn about LLCs and startup funding? We was rapping earlier. I can't rap. We're gonna throw it back to Nicci, the rap queen of the heavy hitters.
All right.
Go school them
Nicci
this morning,
wears
Queen.
multiple hats, everybody.
What's that?
She's heavy hitter queen. She's Mama Nicci, rap goddess, all the
No,
above.
don't say no rap goddess. Oh, don't say no rap goddess, girl. I can't rap.
You was dropping bars a minute ago.
She was dropping bars. I'm the background dancer. Ceateetra is the hype man, hype woman.
I'll be the hype man. Hey.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get the energy up. It's early in the
We
morning.
got Miss
So we
Monica
got our
on,
tea
y'all.
and we're
Good
ready.
morning, Monica.
Good morning, Queen.
Good morning.
Here we go. All right. I said we get started. If they late, they can watch it later. You should have been on time.
Should have been
They
on
can watch the
time.
replay.
They can play the replay.
Watch the replay. But they say drop a 1 in the chat if you're watching now. Drop a 2 in the chat if you're watching this recorded version of this.
Yeah.
Be on time. Time waits for no man.
If you ain't been on time. Drop a 3. No, I'm just playing.
Uh-uh. Drop a 3 in the chat if you like.
Because we said 9 o'clock. No. All right, let's go, ladies.
Let's go.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. And welcome to our Tips and Tea Tuesday. I hope everyone is doing amazing and having an amazing morning. Excuse me. Let me
Good
introduce
morning.
my lovely hitter queens, Mrs. Shantella Shabazz, and she's a consultant within the company, and Miss Ceateetra Booker. She's also a consultant within the company. Good morning, ladies.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
Queen. How are you?
I am doing wonderful this morning. Just a little bit, trying to get myself a little hype because I'm still kind of sleepy, but it's okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, we got this.
All right.
I got my tea, which has plenty
Yep.
of caffeine in it.
Yeah.
Girl.
Look,
I didn't realize how much caffeine was in tea.
yes, the tea gonna get doing some good this morning, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
They say get your tea, get your coffee, get your smoothie, or get your juice, whatever works for you. Like
Whatever
we
it
said last
is.
week, we not
Right.
ready.
Right.
I'm not a juicer or a smoothie person yet. One day in my life I
I'm
will
a
be, but not
juicer.
today.
Yeah,
I'm
not
a
today. I need my
juicer,
caffeine.
so it's a
Yeah.
good thing. We got Rhonda Wesley here. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning,
Good morning,
Destiny.
Rhonda.
Good morning, queens. Thank you for joining.
Thank y'all for joining. So
Yep. What's the
let's
topic for today? What we doing?
okay,
Yes, ma'am.
well, let's get this thing kicked off then, right? Well, as you see, my name is Nicci Taylor. I don't even think I introduced myself yet. I am a senior consultant within the company called Novae, which, as we all know, well, some of us know that it means new beginnings in Latin, right? So we are the credit and money company. Today, we will be discussing how LLCs are formed and set up. And we will also be discussing getting your business funding so you will stop paying out of pocket. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on to Ceateetra. Ceateetra, tell the audience what is an LLC for starters. We'll start with that.
All right. So what an LLC is a limited liability company. And it is a specific form in the United States that allows a private limited company, or excuse me, it's a business structure that can combine the pass-through taxation of a partnership or a sole proprietorship with the limited liability of a corporation. And so pass-through taxation kind of caught my attention because I didn't really know what that was. So pass-through taxation means that an LLC doesn't file a corporate income tax return with the IRS. Instead, once the LLC has paid its expenses and its debts, the LLC owners or members pay the tax on any remaining revenue. So you definitely are not, being taxed like a corporation. So you are able to have some tax cuts and some tax breaks and protect yourself. Yes. And let's see here. So, yes, you got to protect yourself. Business is business and personal is personal.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, I heard I'm just supposed to get an LLC. I don't even know what that is, but somebody on YouTube told me I need one.
Exactly. And I always knew that LLC,
Breaking it down.
it stood for limited liability company, but didn't really know the ins and outs. So that's why, we wanted to get on here this morning and just educate some people on some things that we learned.
Right.
Absolutely. And I know, Google is our friend, but, sometimes you just got to do the research, learn more about it, figure out why you need one. And then I know Nicci always has great information, especially when talking about how do we even get this thing going? Like, what are the steps, Nicci?
Right.
Actually,
Forming the LLC is important.
Yes, to form it, to form your LLC without hassle, like here at Novae, we have a worry-free, process, where you only pay the state fees, really. And we take we take you through each step, and there is like 7 steps of that. So the first step is choosing the state, really. You really got to choose a state. And what I'm gonna give like a small brief description of that. So it's like you can actually um, choose to register or form your LLC in any state, regardless of your location. But it's generally recommended to file in the same state that you are planning on doing business in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and number 2, you want to name your LLC. Like your name has to be unique to avoid confusion without existing registered company within your state. And then it can contain the words, LLC, limited liability. And what else was it? It was a limited liability company, and the name has to, it has to go with the name that you actually chose. But it can't be financial words such as insurance, trust, banks, and corporation, because those are all separate from the limited liability company. So please keep that in mind. And then 3, there's a file of articles of organization, which the most essential steps towards registering is as your business is filing the articles of organization with the state. Some states are different. They use different terminology, such as certificate formation or a certificate of organization. And then number 4, you have to choose a registered agent, because of course, registered agents are, in certain states right now that we know of, right? So, registered agent is an individual who will receive legal and other documents on your behalf or your business behalf, such as subpoenas, regulatory and tax notices, and correspondence and things of that nature. So that's what a registered agent does as well. So then we have number 5, where you create an operating agreement. Now, the operating agreement is an operating agreement is records that your LLC set up or organizational structure. Most states don't require an LLC, like I said, to file an operating agreement, but most banks and lenders will require you to have one before you actually open an account or getting funding for your business.
Yeah. Because for us, I know the state of Illinois doesn't require you have to have one, but if you want to get some money later on down the line, the big funding, then some of the lenders might ask for one.
Right.
And they will. And then number 6, of course, we all gonna have to have that, is applying for an EIN, right? Everybody need to apply for an EIN, because that is the part that's going to actually give you everything that you need for your business. So, and the EIN is an employer identification number. Now that is used to identify business entities. Okay. Now it's a 9-digit number that is assigned from the IRS to identify taxpayers who are required to file business tax returns. And then the last one is compliance and tax requirements. Now your state determine your annual compliance item, tax filing license, and permits requirements. You'll find what you need on the SBA.gov website. I'm going to say that again, the SBA.gov website, or by contacting your Secretary of State's office. My bad, sorry. So those are the 7 steps that actually help you form your LLC. And then anything further that you want to add to your LLC, then you can actually add more to it. But those are the actual 7 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
We just want to make sure you get the basics right. These are just to get you started. Of course, there's more that comes with it. Like if you're doing retail, you need tax permits and just other things of that nature. So there's a lot more to it depending on what type of business that you're setting
Sure.
up. So you just want to, get with a professional. If you don't know for sure what exactly your business might need getting started, you can talk to myself, Miss Nicci, or Miss Ceateetra, and we can help you figure out, what you might need in order to get your business going. And there's a lot of common things people kind of make mistakes on. And Nicci mentioned, business name. You want to make sure that was some great information, Nicci,
Mm-hmm.
that you're not including certain titles and things into your business name because it might get red flagged, right?
Right.
The IRS might not approve it, and also it might become a red flag later on down the line when you're trying to get some big funding because sometimes those lending institutions has like these stipulations of what they look for, to give you funding for your business. And if you have
Yeah.
certain titles in your name, like sometimes if you put real estate in the business name, they're like, that's a high risk business. We're not going to give them as much money as they want or no money at all. Right. So you just want to kind of make sure you're watching out for certain keywords and things like that. And there's a list that we can share with you or just some links that you can go back and read up on yourself, or you can, like I said, consult with us and we can help you out with that as well. Now, some
Right.
other common things that I kind of see is, excuse me, everyone, people
Mhm.
file for their EIN number first
Yeah.
before they even form their LLC. That's a big
Backwards.
one. So a lot of people don't know when you go for the EIN number first, you're not linking it to an entity because you haven't formed one yet. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
it's actually falling back under to your social security number and it's making you a sole proprietorship. Now, is it okay for you to get an EIN number if you're not really intending to get an LLC and you just want to have an EIN number to give to your vendors because you don't want to give them your social security number? Yes, you can do that. If you want to just open up a separate bank account, under your EIN number, yes, you can do that. But when you open up your EIN number first and then try to go back
Mm-hmm.
and form your LLC, it's just you're going backwards and you run the
Mhm.
risk of that business name that you set up under your EIN number not being available when you're ready to form your LLC. So,
Right.
it's just take the first step, do the LLC first, get your articles back, which typically takes 10 to 14 days on average, but do that first step, then get the EIN number so it can match up better, right? So that's another common thing that we kind of see. Sometimes people, like Nicci says, skip the operating agreement. Do you have to have one for a lot of states? No, but like we said before, that some lending institutions might require that you have one, if you want to get the bigger funding, like for commercial real estate
Yeah.
loans, or you're
Yeah.
looking to get big major loans for equipment. I'm out here in farm
Mhm.
country.
Right.
So these tractors be like $500,000 out here. So,
Right.
certain things, things like that. So if you're looking to do that, you might need to show your operating agreement. And it's simple. We have templates here at Novae through some of our business partners where you can get an operating agreement. There's ways to get one. You don't have to write up yourself, or you can contact a lawyer and they can write up one for you as well. But there's
Mm-hmm.
different options that you can do to make sure that you have your all your ducks in a row, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then as far another big one, people, is if you're forming your LLC, the whole point of it is separating your personal liability from your business, right? So
Business.
you want to make sure as far as your bank accounts, you're separating those two. Don't commingle funds because God forbid if anything happens and you're getting paid from your business and you put it into your personal account, now you're opening your personal items up to liability for
Mhm.
lawsuits, for
Yep.
creditors. If you get audited, it's all subject because everything is commingled now. So you form your LLC, you get your EIN number, and then you want to make sure take that step and go get you a business bank account. As soon as you get your EIN number, you can go straight over to your bank and get a business bank account. I usually recommend
Yeah.
whoever you're personally banking with because you have
Mhm.
that relationship already established with them, that check with them first to see what kind of offers that they can give you. Because if you're in good standing with your personal account with your bank, then more than likely they'll get you set up for a business bank account, unless
Yeah.
you've been overdrafting and some other stuff that you might have some problems. But
Yeah. So you'll be messing up your utilization and everything, and then you have to start all over.
Right.
We've been there, you know.
But we can still
We've
help you
been
with that though. Credit repair.
there. Get happy with that. We got some
Yeah,
recommendations
still
for
can
you.
help you with
Also,
everything.
local credit unions as well. You know, they're great. If you can get a Navy Federal account, they're really great with helping people get their business bank accounts and getting started with business credit building with credit cards and things of that nature. So
Mm-hmm.
just some main things to kind of look out for when you're looking to start your LLC and the next steps, right? Just make sure
Right.
you're staying on track. And then not seeking legal or professional advice and just trying to do it all on your own because sometimes you're signing up for stuff that you don't even need. You
Yeah.
know,
And you don't
if
want
you're
to do
a
everything
consulting
on your own.
agency, you're a consulting agency, why do you need tax permits? You're not actually selling goods, you know, so then you're signing and paying out more money for things you don't
Mm-hmm.
even need. So if you don't know for sure, seek guidance, right? You know, we're not doctors, we're not dentists, we don't try to diagnose our own stuff. Well, some people do.
Some people do. Yeah,
Some
they
people do,
do.
and sometimes it don't turn out so good. But if
Yeah.
that's not your profession and you don't know for sure, either do the research and do a deep dive and learn it or seek professional advice. So those are some common things that I would say to kind of watch out for after you get your
Mm-hmm.
LLC started. But Ceateetra, you made some really great points of what an LLC is, you know, it being a flow through company, you know, what are some other reasons why people will form an LLC?
Well, I mean, you definitely want to form the LLC so you're protecting your personal assets. You know, what an LLC does, it's basically a business structure that offers the limited liability protection, you know, with corporations, you know, so the LLC legally exists as a separate entity from its owners. Therefore, the owners cannot typically be held personally responsible for the LLC's debts and liabilities. So basically, you know, your assets, your partner's assets, they're going to be safe. The only thing that they're going to be able to come after is the company itself, you know, not your personal stuff. You know, you're going to keep your personal information or your assets personal and your business assets your business. You know, definitely want to keep those two separated.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right. So you see how many times Donald Trump filed bankruptcy, but he's still millionaire? That's how, because his business
Yes,
had the debt. They couldn't come after his personal income and
Right.
his
exactly.
personal assets because he made sure those things were separated. This was his business
Mm-hmm.
over here. This was his personal.
Got
You can't even
personal over
see
Exactly.
this,
here.
right? Can't see that because that's not included with his business assets. So if the
Right.
business don't go right, he can file bankruptcy and not have to worry about losing any of his personal revenue. And that's what this LLC is doing, is giving you that protection from
Mm-hmm.
creditors,
Yes.
from the government, from getting your personal assets, unless you're PG and a lot of stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
definitely, is it a great tool to utilize? Yes, but you just got to make sure you're setting it up properly, and then also making sure that you're following the guidelines that you need to do with your business as well, because nobody want to go to jail.
No,
No,
I
we
don't
don't
think
go
anybody
to
want to do
jail, and we need all our money
Taxes,
safe and
people.
secure. Okay.
All right.
Taxes. And then Nicci,
Mm.
you made some great points as well, Queen, you
Yes.
know, with the steps that you're setting up and making sure that, you know, following each and one of those, every one of those steps, getting your operating agreement going and
Mm-hmm.
just the process of doing all the steps. Now, what is some additional information that you can give us when forming your LLC, and, you know, how long does the application process take typically?
Well, that actually depends on your client, or the questions they might have. Actually, I'd say it takes up to like 20 to 30 minutes, really, if that. And just like I said before, it all depends on your client's questions, because you're going to ask them, a series of questions, setting it up anyway. So sometimes your client don't know what it means, or what certain things means, when filing or setting it up. So that determines whether it's 20 to 30 minutes. But
And I know we have some different for us, if you want our assistance with helping, you set up your LLC. We have some different packages. So I know I think there's like 3 different
Yeah,
tiers. So there's the basic, and then there's a
yeah,
couple
we
other
do
different
have.
tiers that you can go to.
Yeah, we do have packages available for that as well. Because for one, we have the light package that's like you only pay the state filing fee.
Mhm.
And the only thing that you will get with that is the LLC formation and the processing up to 14 days, business days. Okay.
Mhm.
So and I'm going to elaborate on that here in a minute about the 14 days because it could be longer. Okay. So then you have the essential package, which is you'll get the LLC formation. You will get an annual compliance form, and then also you will have the operating agreement. So, and then the processing on that one is up to 2 business days, but can be longer. So I'm not saying that it will be 2 business days, but sometimes it's longer. Okay. That's why it says up to.
Mhm.
So I just want to make sure I elaborate on that. Then you have the essential package, which you can get everything with the processing up to 2 days. Then you have like the business tools. Like this is what it all includes, and this is a lot. And I love this package because it comes with everything that you may need for your business, right? So you will get the expediting processing, which, like I said, up to 2 business days. You will get the annual compliance operating agreement, 1 year of free domain. You get the 8 free logos. You get the DIY website builder and online store. You will get the digital business card, and then you get social media post maker and also business card tool. So you get all those things within that package. But if you don't need those things, that's okay. Okay. And then also, and I'm going to elaborate on the days to business days because I don't think certain people know this, and some people might know this, but it might take up to 30 days for them to actually process it. They're, pertaining to their Secretary of State, because it's up to them to process it, right? So
You're
it's
not
going to
on our
take up to
time. You
30
on the state's
days.
time.
Yeah, you on the
Yeah.
state's time. You ain't on your time. So it's just like you still gotta wait. And there's a lot of people out here that really don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Some people want things fast. Just like they want their credit repair fast, right? You can't have everything fast. It don't work that way. So that's why I wanted to make sure that I elaborate on that because it says up to business days. So
It
so
may take
you
longer,
know,
people. It may take longer.
yeah, it
That's
just may take
You gotta
long.
be
It just may
patient.
take longer. You just gotta be patient.
Good
And that's
things
Right.
it.
come to
That's
those who
all.
wait.
Yeah.
Yes. Good things come to those who wait. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Because if you move fast, you ain't gonna get what you want. You know that,
No.
right?
Move too fast. Like they say, you might miss something
Mm-hmm.
that could have been beneficial to you. So sometimes you just gotta slow
Exactly.
down, take your time, do things the right way, and then
Mhm.
all the blessings and abundance will come.
Yep.
Right?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's some great information, Nicci. Thank you. And
You're
like we said, if
welcome.
you just want to get started and you want to avoid paying too much money out of pocket because you're like, I just got started. I don't know about paying these registered agent fees and paying for this agreement and paying for this and paying for that. And you just like, I just want to get my business going and then I can worry about that stuff later. We have
Mm-hmm.
that light package where you're only paying your state filing fee to get started. If you get with one of us, we're walking you through each step and telling you what you do need
Yes.
and what you don't need, depending on what type of business structure you're setting up, right? So we're doing that for free. We'll help guiding you along the way because we want to see you win. We want to see you elevate. 2024 is our winning season.
Yeah.
So if you want to get your LLC going, we will help walk you through the steps and let you know what's going on with your LLC and what's needed and what's not. With the registered agent, there's a lot of states that do require it, but you can be your own registered agent, right? A lot of people
Mhm.
don't know that. You don't have to pay a separate entity to be a registered agent for you. But with that, a lot of people choose that because then the legal notices go there. They don't have to worry about missing things. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
their mailing address is different from their home address, and they worry about PO boxes and missing
Mm-hmm.
information with compliance, because even when you have an LLC, you do have to renew it every year, and there's an annual fee. So if you worry about missing those steps, then I would say go ahead and get a registered agent, but you can be your own registered agent if you're responsible enough to handle all that.
Yes.
All right. Now,
If you're
some other
responsible
questions
enough.
that I typically, sometimes we be like, get somebody else to do it. I don't want to do it.
Right.
Right.
I don't want to do it. I let somebody else do it. Because you're already gonna
Exactly.
be, busy in your business anyway. So why not let somebody else do it?
You
One less thing for you to
know
worry about.
yourself.
It'll be
Right.
one less thing you got to worry about.
Right. Know yourself. Know what you can handle, what you can't handle. And it's some people get worried like, well, I just need to do everything myself so I can learn it.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if you don't do certain things, people. It's okay. You can pay someone else to do certain things so you can focus on what your talent is, right? You can focus
Yeah.
on
Right.
the day-to-day operation of your business. This is where you're needed, right? Some things
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
you can hire outside help to help you do, right?
Yep.
So another common question that I get is, do I need a virtual office? Yes and no.
Yeah. Do you?
Yes, I do. Yes and no. I'm a woman. I always say both, right? And I'm a
Yeah.
little bit greedy, so both.
Yeah, you want to do both. And that's okay.
It's okay. It's Gemini
Mm-hmm.
season. I want both, right?
All right.
So virtual office, it depends. If you're a new business, you're just starting out and you are worried about all these startup costs, right? You got to pay for inventory. You got this coming out of pocket here. You got this coming out of pocket here. You're like, do I need to pay for a virtual address, which can be a monthly fee or annual fee,
Mm-hmm.
that's just adding on to expenses. If you're just starting out and you're just getting the ball rolling, you don't have to get a virtual office address. The virtual office address is more so when people are looking to eventually get that big funding, like we mentioned before, the commercial real estate loans,
Right.
500,000, $1 million, 250,000 plus. When you're ready to get some major funding from the big banks, the big lending institutions, they're looking at certain things and how your business is structured. So they want to make sure that you have an office location. They want to make sure you have a company email address, a company phone number. These are certain things that they tick off to make sure that you're properly structured and you're a good candidate for lending. So office is one of those things. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're not going off right away to go get funding and you're just want to get things started and you're just thinking about starting to build up your credit, you can always change your address later on down the line. So you can set up an LLC with your personal mailing address and utilize that. And then later on down the line, you can change it to a virtual
Okay.
office space or the brick and mortar
Mhm.
if you get one later on, right?
Yeah, that's
For
what I was
those
going to
who
ask you.
have,
Could you actually do that? Can you actually
yeah,
change it? Because some people
so
don't know that
it's
either. That you can change your address too, if that's what you choose.
cool. In your personal life, you buy another house or you get another apartment, you move, you can go to your
Mm-hmm.
state DMV and change your address on your license. You can change your business address as well. So it's
Mhm.
just like that. You're not stuck. You're not locked in.
Yes.
Entities move all the time. I live in the Chicago area. You know how many corporations that came and went just in this
Right.
just in
Right.
this area alone. So you
That's
can definitely
crazy.
change your address later on down the line. It's just some additional fees, but if you want to avoid that fee right up front, because as a new business, you're taking on a lot. So if you're not ready for that expense, that is something you
Mm-hmm.
can do. If you do want to get used, like I want to be structured from the beginning, I've already been kind of operating as a sole proprietor. I've already been making money. I'm ready within this year. I want to go after bigger funding, and you just want to make sure you're set and go.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Mhm.
definitely utilize a virtual office address. I would say set that up first. iPostal is one of the um, companies that you can utilize. There's several other platforms out there as well that offer virtual office addresses. The thing is, I would just recommend with the virtual office address that you making sure it's linked to actual office building and not a
Mm-hmm.
retail space or a PO box. because that will still red flag you. Just because
Yeah.
some sites offer it don't mean it's okay. So you just want to make sure when you do pick your virtual
It's
office
legit.
address, it's actually linked to office building. All right.
Mhm. I would stay
So it's a
away from
major thing.
post offices, really, to be honest, altogether. I
Yes.
would.
Yeah,
That's
because
just
people
me.
don't know some of the addresses are linked to like a Staples,
Yeah.
UPS store,
And that's why
you
you
know,
want to stay
so
away from them.
Google the
Yeah.
address that you're looking at. And it's like
Mhm.
iPostal, they have a setting that you can literally select, just show me office building locations.
Hmm.
You know, and I think the price range is from like $10 a month to up to $30 a month, depending on the location that you pick. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something that you can kind of get with us on, or you can seek other advice, or just research it yourself. But if you have questions, definitely get back to one of us. And then my favorite part, let's get funding.
Yes,
Yeah.
get that.
Get
We talked
funded.
about,
Funded.
right, setting up your LLC. Now, a lot of people are like, well, where's the funding, Shantella? You all mentioned startup
Yeah.
funding at the beginning of this. This is why I came. This is what I'm here for. But
Yeah. Let me hear about the business funding part. Let's go.
so we do have a lot of startup options that is available to some of our newer LLCs. Um, People are like, well, I'm LLC, and they ask me, well, why do I have the person guarantee, which we call PG, um,
Mhm.
the loans when I'm
Mhm.
starting up? I have a business now. Why do I have to back it? Because your business don't have no credit.
Yeah,
It's
gotta get
like
that
on a
business.
Yeah.
personal side, if you have no credit, you can't go buy a $300,000 house because you have no credit history. They're like, well, who is this person? Why are we gonna give them all this money if
Right.
we can't see that you have a good history of paying your bills? So if you just started your LLC a couple days ago, a couple months ago, less than a year ago, then you're gonna have a hard time with getting
You're gonna have a
funding
hard
without.
time trying to get funded. Yeah.
hmm So
It's a
usually,
process with
typically,
everything. If that's what you're willing to wait for, it's a process.
exactly. Yes. So typically you will have the person guarantee the funding if you just want to jump right into trying to get funding and then going after whatever you need equipment wise, getting real estate,
Mhm.
etc. Right. Um,
Mm.
for us, I know there's a couple different funding options. I know Nicci has two that's really good
Yeah.
for our startups, right? Nicci, you want to go into explaining what we have available?
Yes, ma'am, I do. First we do have the startup business funding, like for people that has not even been in business for a while. So what you actually what I can't even talk this morning. What is wrong with me? I'm like no, let me stop. But the
You right,
startup.
see, she hit
Your
you with
mouth
the
not
Busta
moving.
Rhymes this
Yeah.
morning.
Look, I guess that tea ain't like kicking in like it's supposed to be kicking in, but it's all right. Look, the show must go on.
Ceateetra, drop the beat.
Boom, boom, boom. Nah.
The startup, I secure business funding. Okay, that funding can actually be used for any purpose, like no income verification required and no industry restrictions. Revolving line of credit must have at least 2K in revolving credit. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh God, I'm sitting there cracking up at myself. It currently less than 30% utilization on your card. So what that requirement is for that one, you will have to have a 680 plus credit score. You don't have to be in business, and you don't have to have no money revenue. And then your funding can go up to 150K. Okay. So you don't really need to actually be in business for a while or nothing like that with that program. But like I said, your credit score has to be at 680 or above. So the second one is the startup small business loan, which is a startup small business loan that unsecured. That's unsecured personal loan to 3 to 7 years. The years term available. Okay. You must have a W-2 verifiable income and you will have direct access to cash for your business purposes only. Now, the requirements for that one is 680 plus. You don't have to be in business, but you do have to have $4,000 a month in personal income. So that's how much you got to bring in. And that loan or the funding of that loan is up to $50K as well. So those are actually two main things that you can actually start with on trying to get your business funded. But the credit score is required so you can for you to actually get access. So yes, ma'am.
See, so we can get you some funding if you are very new to
Funding
business.
now.
Some
Yes.
great options there, and you can get with one of us to kind of help you guide you through those steps with securing funding for your business as well. And let's see here. Ceateetra, what other options do we have available for people?
Well, we do have some other options available. We have several. Just to name a few, additional funding options would be government grants or commercial real estate loans. And for, established business owners, we do have additional loans, business term loans, business lines of credit, cash advance, and many more options. But there are, certain requirements for, to be qualified for different loans. Like, for example, with equipment financing, for financing new and used equipment, and their associated soft costs, like a minimum credit score of 700, minimum time in business, 4 months of business, and bank statements. And let's see here, funding range is anywhere from 1K to 20 million. So it just depends, you just have to have all your ducks in a row and know what you're applying for, and then make sure that you have all the qualified requirements, so that way you can get those loans. Just look and see what you qualify for.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's what we're for. We can help you with that.
Oh, Miss Kiera said something in the comments, y'all. She said, make sure.
Let's check out the comments.
Yeah, she said, make sure it's somewhere near you and offer things like how many pieces of mail that can be sent, if they are going to mail the mail to you, or do you need to pick it up?
Oh, what, for the virtual offices?
Yeah, for the virtual, I think that's for the virtual office question.
Thank you, Miss Kiera. That's some great information. You can also pick an establishment that can forward you your mail too, so you don't have to go and pick it up, because like we said, we're business owners. Who has time for that?
Right.
So look into it. You don't even have to go pick it up yourself. They can just forward it to you as well. So those are some different options that you can do. But yeah, get with one of us and we can help you walk you through those steps and make some good recommendations for you as well. Let's see if we have any questions in the chat. Check me out. Chat.
Right.
Like G Unit.
Oh, no.
No, that was the chia. Chia. The chia pet. Look, we telling our age.
Right.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Bossy. Oh,
good morning.
Yes.
See, they missed out last week when we were reviewing understanding your credit report and what you can look out for, looking for those inaccuracies and what you can do to repair your credit. So they missed out last week. So the king said, we're not gonna miss out this week. So we can Hakeem is on the chat.
That's right.
The husband is watching.
Good morning, Kings. Good morning.
Good morning, Kings and Queens. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you. My auntie is on the chat. Hey, Auntie Lonnie. She's a beautiful queen.
Hey.
She's been a business owner all her life. My auntie has been a business owner all her life. She will get you together. Let me tell you.
Oh, we might need to bring Auntie Lonnie on here as a guest speaker now.
All right. Look, do we have any guest speakers? No, I'm just playing.
Kiera says, what is the time frame for getting funding after getting your LLC?
The time frame of getting funded? It can
it depends on the funding options. Yeah, it depends on the funding options that you apply for. So it can be immediate. Typically, if it's like term loans or anything like that, it can take anywhere from 30 to 60 days as far as after you apply to the whole process and getting the actual funds. Some are quicker, like I said, depending on the type of funding that you're applying for. Some can be within a couple weeks. So
Yes,
that's a good question, Kiera. Thank you
that
for.
was a great question. Yes.
Let me see if we have any additional questions. Good morning, Eileen. So it looks like we don't have any additional questions. We ran a little long today, ladies. We got
Oh,
we got
yeah.
That's all
we got
right.
we got things to do, people to see. So we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up. So Ceateetra, do your thing, girl.
Doing it now. All right. So to wrap up this morning's live, we definitely discussed an LLC and the importance of having an LLC, pros and cons of a virtual office, business funding options for new business owners and established business owners. And as always, we want you to maintain the best credit as possible. So we definitely can help out with credit repair. We do have access to an AI-driven credit repair that is done for you, that you do yourself. So that's our DIY. And then we do have an option that is done completely for you. We partner with Credit Lights, and that can be done for you. If you are interested in any of those options, you can definitely message me, Ceateetra, Shantella, or Nicci, and we would love to help you out. Look, ask her how to build. Ask us how to build. We got you.
Yes.
All right. And let's see here. And also make sure to join us next Tuesday morning for Tips and Tea with the Heavy Hitter Queens. And we will be giving away $1,000 in grocery savings. And a teaser for next Tuesday, we will be discussing personal credit, credit builders, and trade lines. So I'm gonna kick it back to Nicci so we can get this giveaway going, Queen.
All right. Do we have all the names here? Am I missing anybody? I have Monica, Rhonda, Destiny Aziz, Bossy, Tabitha, Kier, and Hakeem. But I feel like I'm missing a couple people. Am I missing anybody, Shantella?
Yeah, Creesha,
Who?
Queen, Cresha.
You said Creesha?
Denise is watching. Denise Knuckles, Top
Oh,
Jerry.
you said Denise. Okay. And you said Jerry.
hmm
And who else?
You have Tabitha on the
Yeah, I
call
got that.
today. Okay. You have Akeem
I got Hakeem.
and Lonnie.
Lonnie.
Did you get Eileen? Did I say Eileen?
Eileen. How you spell her name? I don't want to misspell it.
Eileen.
E-E-N. Okay. Anybody else? That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Do it.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So let me share my screen. I want to share.
So thank you for watching our Tips with Tea Live this Tuesday morning. We're going to be giving away a 3-day, 2-night vacation. Just as appreciation to say thank you for joining us. And around and round the wheel go.
Yes, and I got
Round
all
and round we
here, so
go.
here we go. And we'll see who the winner is. Really? Mr. Bossy
He's always
Mitchell.
winning stuff.
Oh,
He's always
Lord.
winning. Every time.
Yes.
I tell you, every time. Well,
Should I go
congratulations,
one more
Bossy.
time,
You run a
lady?
3-day, 2-night vacation.
Yeah, should I run it one more time?
Congratulations.
Run it one more time, because
Run it
Bossy
one more
always wins.
time.
Sorry,
Okay.
Yeah,
Bossy.
let's
We'll still
give it
get you a
one more go.
vacation.
One more go. One more
Yeah. We're gonna do it one more again. Miss Monica.
Miss Monica.
Congratulations, Monica. Congratulations, Queen.
Well,
All
Let's
right.
thank you everyone for thank you
Huh?
everyone for joining. We will be still giving away $1,000 grocery savings certificates to those who came on the call today. So thank
Yes.
you. Send us your email addresses and we'll get that right over to you. And just say thank you. We hope that you like the content that we dropped today, some good information for you to like, comment, and share if you can. We really appreciate you all support. And that's it for now, everybody. Thank you for joining Tips with T Live. Ceateetra, Nicci, do you have any words of wisdom as we depart?
No, actually, just that everyone have a blessed and wonderful and productive day. Always put God first in everything you do, and have faith in what tomorrow will bring. Amen.
Yes.
Amen. And everybody.
Man.
Everybody
Let's
have
go.
a happy, blessed Tuesday.
Happy
Love y'all.
Tuesday. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.